There are lots of aspects to buying a practice. There are a whole host of steps you need to go through, and there are a long list of things you need to think about. We can help with all of those things in terms of a fairly established process we can take an acquirer and a vendor through. But there is always one critical ingredient that is often overlooked in any deal and any discussion or any negotiation, and that's the human element. And that's particularly around the motivation of the vendor. Because people often assume that what the vendor is looking for is the most money, the best deal in terms of financial outcomes. That's sometimes true, but not always, because actually there's more to it than that. For most vendors, this is a once in a life opportunity. They've built a business over a number of years, they're proud of it. There's a legacy element to what they've done. It represents them. So what they're looking for, yes, they're looking for the right price and a fair deal, but they're looking for the right buyer. So that fit between buyer and vendor, that relationship between the two is critical. So I would urge anyone looking at buying a practice, negotiating to buy a practice, to think about things not just from their own perspective, but from the vendor's perspective as well, because they will want to understand not just the money, how are you going to look after their clients? Because their clients are a reflection of them. How are you going to look after their teams? Because often they've built those teams up and there's a huge amount of goodwill with the individuals that they've been working with, often for a long time. So think about those other aspects from a vendor's perspective. Think about the relationship, as I say. Think about the things they're actually looking for in a deal, and make sure when you have your initial meeting, you're picking up on those points around what matters to them, why are they selling, what's important to them, what do they want you to be and to do as an acquirer to make sure it works as well for them as it possibly can. That's the key to getting the best opportunities out there. Yes, paying the right price, but getting beneath the skin of the vendor, understanding them, supporting them, and making sure you're seen as the right person to buy from them.